Aquaba guys, good morning and welcome to another Pillow Talk. I know it has been a while. Asase Mama was on vacation, a well-deserved, well-needed vacation. There are times where you just have to break up the monotony, get a change of scenery, decompress, release some stress, go to like a quieter place than where you're from and just pray. And what I was doing was looking at God's creation. I was by the water and I was marveling at the handiwork of God. Anyway, I'm just going to jump right into it. Today's pillow talk is if you're grown, be grown. The Bible says kids will become more wicked and wiser. More wicked and wiser. Well, we're here. This generation, they know everything. You can't tell them anything. And the things that you know, it's old. Nobody's doing that anymore. You just don't understand. Well, there's nothing new under the sun. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to just do my children. I have daughters and they're secretive. And I get it. There was a lot of things I didn't share with my mother. However, I never refused advice from my mom. I never disrespect my mother when she was giving me advice. I may not have always wanted to hear what she had to say. Yes, the truth hurts. It cuts like a knife. But yet, I stood there, I listened, and a lot of things I applied to my life when I was in certain situations because I thought back. This generation, the reason why common sense is no longer common is because this generation is not taking the time to listen to what the people my age and older have to say. You are so engaged in your phones, even at family times. We can be at a restaurant or whatever. Instead of us having family time, you're so busy taking pictures of the food, posting it up, holding your phone like this, taking pictures, sending social media your location, bragging about what somebody else is treating you, out of their pockets. Everybody's trying to one up everybody, but nobody's gaining knowledge. Nobody's gaining, well, you're gaining knowledge, I take that back, but you're not gaining wisdom. Common sense isn't common. This social media stuff has been a blessing and it's also been a curse. There's been a lot of murders behind social media. There's been a lot of misunderstanding. There's been beefs. It's just been really ridiculous. The blessing where businesses have come up. People are making money where they probably wouldn't have had a way to get themselves out there. So in that aspect, yes. But when it comes to, I'm trying to tell you something about life, and everything I say have to be Googled, then you're not willing to gain information, and I'm no longer needed. Parents of adult children, when you see that your kids they don't want to hear from you, they don't want to take advice, leave them alone. Just pray for them. Pray for them. Pray for them in their situations. Pray that God turns it around. But don't continue to cast your pearls before swines. Simply meaning, why give advice to those who don't want to take advice? And why be secretive? And then when you're in the frying pan, now it becomes my business. I remember my daughter said to me, you know, I said, oh, is that gentleman, I know she was in her 20s. I said, is that gentleman your boyfriend? And she said, no, we just friends. But then told her sister, Mom was in my business. I have every right to ask questions when somebody's in my personal space. Person was in my house. I didn't come to your house asking questions. And then turned around when she was pregnant and said, told me, Mom, I'm having a baby. Why is it now my business? I just was in your business by asking the relationship status. Now that you're with a child, it becomes my business. You see the hypocrisy? You see how this generation thinks? Now, is that sense at all? Is that sense? So, I was just coming to parents with adult children. Don't cast your pearls before swines. You cannot browbeat your adult children over the head. You cannot make them listen to you. You cannot make them gain wisdom when they don't want to listen to you. They don't want to go past their internet, then leave them to their own devices. That's what God does. When God realizes that He's trying to get our attention and He's trying to dwell within us and we keep rejecting and refusing Him, He leaves us to our own devices and then Satan has a field day. Don't cast your pearls before a swine. Just pray. Just pray. Because we are in the days where the kids are more wicked and wiser. We are in the days where there'll be mother against daughter, father against son, son against father, all of that. All we're good for is giving birth, feeding them, clothing them. Society tells them they're grown at 18. How many parents of adult children have yet to see their grown children be grown? Yeah, I thought so. So I'll leave you on that note. Guys, just when you see your kids going the wrong way and it hurts you really bad, but they're adults, they may not even be dwelling in a home with you. And I know it may hurt you, but you have to let them fall. You may not want them to fall because you can't be there to catch them all the time. You have to let them fall. But pray without ceasing. Never stop praying for your children, no matter how old they are. Even though it may hurt you, they may have talked to you in a disrespectful manner. They may disregard what you have to say. Still, okay, but still show that unconditional love, the agape love, and just still pray for your kids. Just still pray for them, man. Because today's generation, man, they lost. They're lost. No common sense. No voice of reason. They're just goofy. So, guys, just take that all in, what I was saying. It was so good to talk to you guys again. I've missed you all. It was good to be back. I love you all. You guys have a great weekend on purpose. Be blessed. Get plenty of rest. And you know that I love you. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.